You look handsome, by the way.
I tried. I tried.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, kind of.
You guys see?
Yep.
See.
Ooh. See.
You speak in Spanish,
准
Stanley?
备好了吗? Are you ready?
No.
No. Okay, let's start. It's the presentation of 4 great elements from Abhidharma school. Unsophisticated. Do they really think they are literally earth, water, fire, and wind, Sachimelung, in all physical stuff?
For $50. No and no.
So why are they? So what are they thinking about these 4 elements?
The qualities that they embody, that they represent.
The energies that
In all-
they represent.
Right. Earth is the energy to do what?
Solidity.
Solidity, right? Water is water.
Fluidity.
Fluidity.
Yeah. Fire,
Burnidity.
hotness.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Wind,
Motility.
right? It moves. Cool. Great.
Was that a Bruce Lee reference?
Just be like water, my friend. Okay, second question. What are the color and shape of earth, water, fire, and wind? According to Abhidharma.
Oh. Earth is yellow and square.
Correct.
Water was white and round.
Yes.
Fire was red and triangular.
Mhm.
And wind was blue-green and a half moon, right?
Yes. Seiji, since you answered all the right questions, I will have extra for you, extra point.
Awesome.
Do you want to, is there any way we can relate this to some higher teaching?
Sachumelu, the elements in everybody?
Color and shape. This color and shapes.
I think
Oh.
they're talking about the triangular shape of fire, right?
Right. Of the
So
navel
there's
chakra.
some relationship to the chakras, yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
And then
Great
Yogini practice the relationship between the triangles.
Number 3. So we can see the 4 great elements with our eyes consciousness, since we can see the color and shape of the earth, for example. Can we see the 4 great elements
No,
with our eyes?
No. we can only
No.
see some evidence of them.
We cannot see the yellow and square of earth.
Yellow
Yeah.
and square is not Earth. Yellow and square is the like representation of Earth.
It's color of earth, right? Color and shape of earth.
Color and shape used to represent Earth.
So you cannot see earth. So when you walk on the path, you cannot see the road. Okay, anyone else? Wow, so silent. I guess I just tell you what I think.
When you want them to be quiet, they're not quiet. When you don't want them to be quiet, they are quiet.
Isn't
Just
it
like
life?
Yeah.
Who had that cricket effect? I think that's very useful for this term.
Okay. In our context in Abhidharma, because we have to distinguish between the element of earth and the earth in normal people's language, like the thing you see on the road. So if we are talking about the elements, and we cannot see them, because according to the Abhidharma, these 4 elements are the objects of your body. How do you say it? The skin, your body's sense power, like the things that you can touch. And there are 11 things you can touch, 11 kinds of things you can touch in Abhidharma. It's in Chinese here. but I want to ask you guys if you can remember anything. 4 elements is the first 4. Is there any other things you can touch with your body? You can feel with your body?
Can you say hunger and thirst?
Yes, Geshe, that's 2 of them.
Okay, so send the $100 to shopping, okay?
Wait, I didn't bet on it.
Coldness or heat, roughness or smoothness.
Correct. Are you reading my Chinese? No.
I'll never tell.
People are chiming in on the chat too. Ana Laura Cueva says heat and cold.
Yeah. And there's weight, heavy and light.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, that's it, 11. Cool. Sexy Tibetan words. Thanks. These 3 are in a row. Do you remember a famous story about cutting stuff? Well, Jean,
Wood, stone, and iron.
yeah.
Xing. Oh, she got it. Stone. Yeah. But they were making Tibetan words. I was gonna cheat and get you get you to tell me what they are. Wood, stone.
Yeah.
Xing is wood, do, stone, and kak.
Jack.
Jack.
Is what?
Iron.
Iron. So Tim, what about iron? Can you give us a little more explanation about a joke, an idiom?
Oh man, I have a new translation, but I'm not sure if we're ready for it.
There's only 80 people online right now, so
That's right. We can leave that one out. It's, you know, it helps us remember the word, but I'm not comfortable sharing that right now.
Okay.
It's a secret teaching, I think.
Okay. We have to stay tuned and we will reveal the secret later.
Stanley, how do you pronounce those characters? Mu.
Mu.
木木
Oh, mu.
木
石
木
石
石
石铁
铁
铁is
Tie.
the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
铁
I'm done. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you, Stanley.
Okay, that wasn't too painful. They decided, the chat guys decided you have a new name, Vasu Banley.
It's pretty good.
Awesome. I love that.
Better than Stanley Bundu.
Wasu Bandley?
Awesome.
Vasu Banley.
Okay. Cute.
People like it. They decided Stanley Bundu is too long. I said Vasu Banley.
给他起外号呢。
Okay, here we go. I gotta show my screen.
开始了。
Stanley Bundu. Vasu Banley.
哎呦我的妈呀！
Okay, second
我
part.
好了，
Let me fix my cursor.
Why am I hearing the Chinese translation?
Because
你
we all
真严。
Stanley，你那边要关掉。
Sally, can you mute, please?
Okay. Nipa dele chunde kamda geche jopani. We started with the heaps, right? Pumbo, skanda. And now we're gonna divert from that, chung. And we're gonna talk about the categories and the doors of sense. I don't know what the two here means. Probably how many, okay? All right. Stanley, were you going to try the pronunciation of the Sanskrit? You want to later?
I can fake it right now.
No, I mean to,
I'll just separate them.
yeah, at home, okay?
Okay.
It would look like this. Indriyatas ta evishta dash ayatana tatala Okay, sorry,
Indri-
Indriyarthas evashta
Avashta.
dashayatana dadava. Okay, and you can check yourself. You check the beats. Okay, on your finger. Indriyarthasta evashta 8. Dashayatana dadava 8. Okay, then it's probably okay. Two halves equal halves. Okay, you do the next one. At home.
Okay.
Do,
Yes.
do, do.
Llama, comma instead of period there. Yeah.
Well, I decided if they're only going to quote half of it, we could. You want to try this, or I mean this? I don't know. Okay, comma for now. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Is that how we did it in the Heart Sutra?
I'll check.
Actually, it's a sentence. I think we should just put a period. Okay.
Okie doke.
All right. Chechung. Wang. Well, Wang means sense organ, right? Wangbo, which is Indriya. And Dun is Artha, like Siddhartha. Dundrup, right? Kunga Dundrup. And Dedak is Da. Konala means Eva. And then De is Ishta, which is the second half of here. Eva meant Ishta. And that came into what word? Wished, wish, okay. Dash is 10, and from that comes decimal, for example, or decade. Okay, dash, ayatana is the door of sense, and datu is a category, and the plural is datavas, okay, datavas. And here it changes to datava. Okay.
Llama, people on the chat are clamoring for prayers.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Sashi Buki Gembari Sange Shindu Mete Uwaki Joku Namda Shinla Jupashu Iranguru Mangarandala Kandiyatayami Sange Judan Soki Josanti Dontu Dani Kasu
Daki Chenyen Gibe Sunam Ki Dola Penche Sange Drupa Sho
Sange
Sange
Judan Soki Chonama Chanchu Badu Dani Kasushi Daki Chunyen Gibe Sunanki Yola Penje Sange Jupasho Sange Chudan Soki Chonamla Chanchu Badu Dani Kasushi
Daki Chenyen
Gibe Sunanki
Dola
Penje Sange Jupasho.
Okay. So please read from here. Dila.
Dila Sik Tung Tang Tache Pani.
Yeah. So on this subject about introducing the doors of sense and the categories, okay? So don't forget the first chapter, the Abhidharma treats 3 things. What are they?
5 heaps, 12 doors of sense, and 18 categories.
Yeah, 3 ways to understand the whole universe. And the Abhidharma is actually very ambitious. It's like an encyclopedia of everything in the universe, okay? The different chapters are very ambitious. Okay, so you can divide the world into 5, you can divide the world into 12, or you can divide the world into 18, which is for intelligent people.
The easiest, the most simple one.
Yeah,
5.
okay. And then they say, if you don't get the 5, I'll teach you the 12. And if you don't understand the 12, I'll teach you the 18. And then after that, you can go to Princeton if you don't understand. Okay, it means most stupid. All right. So first we're gonna have the meaning of the words of the root verse, and then we're gonna examine it, okay? And as you notice now, the Abhidharma is divided not into verses of 4, okay? This is more like words text where some of the verses are gonna be pieces of verses. So don't think you have to have 4 lines of Tibetan, and don't think you have to have 2 lines of Sanskrit to make a whole idea, okay? And that's the way it's gonna be from here on, okay? Still, people number them in sets of 4 lines of Tibetan. So we're in verse 14, but we're in the first half, okay? 14a. All right. Please, so we're gonna have the meaning of the words of the verse, and then we're gonna debate them, okay? So here we go.
Tamponi.
Oh wait, who's checking you? Sugang, right?
Sure.
Tamponi. Wampo nga tantung nga te chupo te dak kona jerchin. Hyot la kechet du job su yote. Su chen ki kechet chu job be chete. Mi ki kechet sok nga tante dak ki yuk ki kechet nga te che job beche.
Wow, amazing.
Not
Well done.
bad. Okay. For $50, well, I'll get there. So here's the first one. First one is the meaning of the words of the root text. Let's consider the Wambonga, the 5 sense powers. Then you can just quote the Heart Sutra, right? Mikme name name chemelu. Okay, these 5. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body. Okay, skin. And the Dunga. So what's the Dun mean here?
The objects of those sense powers.
Yeah, and so sometimes it means Artha means, here's the Artha, right? What does it mean in Siddhartha?
Precious.
Oh,
The goal, right? And the prince that the Buddha, who later became the Buddha, his name was Achieve the Goal, okay? Actually, he didn't achieve the goal yet, but he was called Siddhartha, okay? So Artha can mean goal, Dun can mean goal, Dun can mean object of the eye, for example, is colors and shapes, okay? And we had an interesting Dun in Nick's text, I think. What was that? Because it wasn't a Dun. We said it wasn't a Dun.
it wasn't a goal. It was a. Well, we had objects. We had done as objects a few times, but not this term.
What's Tongba Niki Dun?
Oh,
that-
right. The meaning of emptiness as opposed to
yeah.
emptiness itself.
Oh.
Yeah, so when I think it was Nick's text, when they were talking about Dun, when you tie it to emptiness, you have to be.
It was Betts' text.
Oh, you have to be careful that you're not talking about the meaning of emptiness. It's rather emptiness as an object, okay? Because emptiness as an object is negative, and the meaning of emptiness is positive, okay? So, okay, that's all the meanings of Artha, okay? So these 5, now he was talking about the physical skanda, the physical body, which Ben Kramer pointed out can include all the physical stuff around you, okay?
Right.
So when you talk about the 5 sense organs and their 5 objects, these 10, let's consider these only. Let's consider these only. Why did he say only?
Usually, we can also talk about the non-communicating form.
Usually we talk,
You
usually we
can
talk about the 12.
that-
right?
Yeah, that's not a bad guess. But yeah, here we're talking about from the 12 or from the 18 even. Okay. Let's talk about only those 10. Okay. They are called keches, kila keche to joktu. They can be called keches, okay, doors of sense, because, and by the way, we're gonna reach pretty soon the famous line about why they're called heaps and why they're called doors of sense and why they're called categories. So we're gonna reach that pretty soon. They are doors of sense because they are the 10 doors of sense which are physical, okay, that they are physical, okay. Miki keje songwa, the 5 categories of the eye, and there are 5 objects of those. That's 10, okay, those 10. So he's just trying to say how many doors of sense and how many categories relate to the first heap, physical stuff, okay? We also call them the 10 categories. You want to read this, please? Kamchur?
Yes, if I can ask you a small question.
Yes.
What's the Tibetan word for doors of sand? Does it mean like a place, literally, the word?
We're gonna get there.
Okay.
The verse is gonna say Pungdang Kego Rikidun Pumbon Keji Kamnamin. This is the famous verse, okay? Pungdang Kego Rikidun Pumbon Keji Kamnamin. So the literal meaning of Keche is Pungdang Kego. Go means door and Ke means grow, okay? Door of sense. So I call them doors of sense, okay? Why we use Che? Why we say Che? We're going to talk about it later. Okay. It's coming very soon. I think you might reach it in this class or the next class. Okay. Did I get you, Charlie? Yeah, so that's all. You can also say what are the 10 categories, because they are the 5 categories of the eye on up to the 5 categories that are the sundun. Now he gives a better word for dun. He says sungdun. What's that mean? Sungdun.
Those things you grasp to that you
Yeah, good. So here he makes it more clear. Objects that you are holding with those sense powers, okay? Sungdun. What's the present tense of sung?
Zen.
Zen, nice, okay. Sundun yuki come out there, okay? We believe that there are also 10 physical categories. So 10 of the 18 categories are physical, and 10 of the 12 doors of sense are physical. And they are the sense powers, 5 outer sense powers, and the 5 objects that they hold, okay? It's not very interesting. Let's go on, okay? Please read.
Nipani.
Yeah, which is tachepa, okay? The bold is my comment, right? It's the debate about this ideas, okay? And the debates are interesting, okay?
All right.
Here we go. So gang, don't forget to check.
Yeah.
Kachik, dear Miki kam ni dun chik tu do sena.
Okay. Somebody says, we can agree here, okay? We'll talk about that. that the I and the category of the I are exactly the same thing. They cover the same things, okay? When you say the I, EYE, or you say the category of the I, they're exactly the same thing. Dear could mean in this section, but most often, and I think you should read it here as in this school. Okay, here in this text, in this school, the EYE, I, and the category of the I are exactly the same thing. Okay, exactly the same thing. And we don't agree.
Mhm.
Okay, that should freak you out, but maybe it's afternoon in Arizona and you guys are sleepy. Okay, now, here's our counterexample, okay? What's the counterexample supposed to prove?
They're not the same thing. The
Yeah.
category I and is not I.
Something can be an I and not be the category of the I, okay? Basically, that's gonna be a weird example, okay? Here we go, here's our weird example. Please read. So Gang is checking.
Yep.
John Chung Bei, Mik Tan Ma,
Dra trong tệ.
Ja,
Dra.
Ja Chung Bei, Mik Tan Ma, Chen, Mickey Kam Yin Patel, Mik Yin Bei.
Good. $10 for Tama.
First.
No,
Like I thought last.
last sounds good. Ben Kramer, $10 shopping.
Okay.
Okay, and it's you're uncomfortable with it because it's not MTH apostrophe, but this is the way it is. Okay, this is correct. Okay, so what's it mean? Drachombi miktama Chen.
The last moment of the I of an Arhat.
Good, good. By the way, you gotta say what?
In this school.
In this school?
Yeah, dear. Here. Okay, so here could mean anything, right? But now we know we're talking about Abhidharma school because something strange is going to happen when this guy reaches nirvana,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay, it's just like the nightclub called Nirvana. Okay, you're gonna completely disappear. I'm celebrating this text because me and Veronica are exploring different kinds of Buddhist cocktails.
No way.
There's no alcohol, but there's like 10 different things. It's cool. Okay, anyway, you could come to the Peachtree Cafe and get one. Let's consider the last moment of an arhat's I, EYE, right? Okay. Miki kam yimbata. You go down. Why? Down is
It's like a sarcastic thing.
good. Are you telling me that the last moment of the eyes of a person going into nirvana is the category of the I? Are you telling me that? Okay, got it?
Mm-hmm.
Then the guy said, what did he say after Tao?
Yes.
Chi-chi.
No. Chi-chi, why you say that? Why the heck you say that, Chi-chi? Then we say, because it's an I. Okay, you said everything that's an I has to be the category of the I. Okay, you said that. So let's take the last moment of the I of a arhat entering nirvana, right? Is it the category of the I? Why you say that? Well, because it's the I, and you said if anything's the I, it had to be the category of the I. Okay, got it?
Yes.
Then he will do what? You guys, somebody tell me. He will
Blink out.
Okay, I agree.
He will change his story. He will change his story. I'm sorry, you misunderstood what I said. Of course, yes, of course it's the category of the I. Yes, yes. I remember I agreed that if it's the I, it has to be the category of the I. I'm sorry, you misunderstood me. I said, yes, it is the category of the I, which is Mikikami, Yimbata, duh. I agree. Okay. Oh, then please read.
Derna, Kyoki Rick Dre, Ki
Hey,
Chi.
where's the gang? Where's the gang? Where's Singapore?
Yeah, Dre.
Heavy,
Ring,
Ring Dre.
Ring,
Ring Dre.
Ring, I can't hear you. So can you say it again?
Ring Dre. Ring Dre.
Okay, Ring J. Chi Chung Yo Patel, the page.
Yawata.
Oh, going down. Okay, yeah.
Okay, now the other guy said, I agree. What did he agree? It is the I category. Okay, it is the category of the I. Then he said, yeah, it is the category of the I. Then we said, okay. Then there must be a Chi Gin Ring Jawa. What's it mean, you guys? Come on. I'm tired of making everything easy.
It means a stream of moments which are similar to that thing.
Yeah, good. Are you telling me it's going to continue on in a similar flow? Are you telling me it's going to continue on in a similar flow? Then the guy says, what's he say after that? Ring de chigum yata. What does he say?
Chichu.
Yeah, chichu. Who said that? Who said it was going to continue on in the same flow? Well, you did, because you said it was the category of the I.
Right.
So what did we just learn? If something is a category, it must
Continue in a flow.
Continue in a flow.
continue on in the same flow, the same identity. Okay. If something is a category, it must continue on in the same flow. We just learned something. Okay.
A category has to be chi.
This chi means later.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, subsequent flow. Okay.
Akita is a makiap right now, right?
Yeah. He says just because it's a category doesn't mean it has to continue on in the same flow. Okay, just because it's a category. Okay, now I'm going to take you ahead, Stanley Bandhu. Oh, sorry, Vasu Banley. Vasu Banley sounds good. I like it. It sounds like a car, like a Bentley or something. Okay. Does something have to continue on in the flow if it's a category? I say yes. Why? Because of the verse we were just talking about, Stanley Bandhu.
Vasu Bentley.
You just asked me what's the door of sense? What's the Tibetan word, right?
Right.
And I said, we're going to reach that verse where they explain what's a skanda, what's a heap. Why do we call it heap? Why do we call it door of sense? Why do we call it category? Okay. And the answer is Pung danke go rikiden. Rik, okay? Rik is the kind of the definition of kam, okay? Same type, okay, type, all right? Now I'll tell you something. If something doesn't continue on more than 1 second, you can't really say it's a type of thing. It doesn't have identity. Okay, if it happens for 1 second and goes away, then where's the flow? How can you say it's the same type as it was yesterday? Okay, type means same type as yesterday. Okay, so if there's no flow, you can't call it a type, and type is the definition of category in the Abhidharma. Okay.
Any example, Geshe, that something doesn't flow but exists?
Oh, no, not really. Not in this. Well, the last moment of an arhat's eye. Okay. It doesn't flow. It shuts down. It shuts off. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. It's not an eye anymore. It's not the category of the eye. It's still an eyeball. But after tomorrow, well, in the next moment, there will be no type because it doesn't continue. There's no continuation.
So all the physical parts of the arhat at the last moment before nirvana.
They are no longer a come.
Right. They don't.
According to Ranglu, according to us. Okay. Our system.
Whoa. Okay.
Well, then it's going to get weird. You're going to say, oh, so let's talk about an arhat at the last moment before he reaches nirvana. I guess he lost his 18 categories, huh? I guess he doesn't have any categories the moment before he goes into nirvana.
Oh, right. Because it's
Right,
not
it's complicated.
Yeah.
Well, then how could there ever be an arhat? Because he's gone out of existence by the time he makes it.
Yeah, he's going to disappear 1 second before he disappears.
That's cute.
Okay, anyway, it's a nice tachipa, right? It's a nice, that's what the guy promised us. Choni Lama said, let's debate some weird Abhidharma ideas, okay? And they're entertaining. I think he threw them in here because it's so boring. Okay. Are you telling me that the arhat's eye is going to go on in a flow? Why'd you say that? Because you said it was a dhatu. You said it was a category. It has to have identity. It has to flow on. Okay. Now, some people say, okay, this is a different guy. Some other guys would answer here, makyat. Some other guys would answer here, makyat. What's makyat means? Just
because it is a category, it doesn't mean it flows.
Right, or something like that. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's nice. Just because something's a category doesn't mean it would have to flow. Okay. All right. Dominate, you cannot agree to the above tell, which said it will flow on in the same flow. It will go on in a similar flow. Okay, later it will go on in a similar flow. You can't say that. Why? Please read.
What? Dominate, yung cha ka maimbeche. Gunche ka maimbeche.
$10 for comma. Oops, I gave you the way. $10 for comma. Come on, these are so cheap. They're not even almost worth $10.
Just about to.
Yeah, okay. Who was that? Beth?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
$10 for Beth shopping.
Okay.
You can pay in pesos, it's okay.
Indonesian.
How about Vietnamese? Okay. So what's it mean, Stanley?
It means because that thing's going to stop.
Yeah, the flow is just about to cut off. This che is like doji chupa, jinkan jing, cut. Okay, this is the same part. You can't say that his eye is gonna go, his category of the eye is gonna go on in a similar flow because it's about to stop. It's about to discontinue. And this school is very big about nirvana, meaning discontinue, shut down, cut off, suddenly, mind and body, okay? Okay, Gencham kama yimbecha. No, it's not. No, it's not about to stop. Okay, somebody says that. Dharma droop, Dharma droop. The eye category of a arhat is not just about to stop. Okay, somebody said. And we said, there.
Tell.
Nice, because we believe it, right? Yeah, tell, then. This is a totally illegal reason. Why?
Just repeats the.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. That's considered the I category of an arhat who's about to enter nirvana. Okay. His I category is going to cut off. The flow is going to cut off. Why? Because he's an arhat who's just about to reach nirvana. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay. By the way, Stanley Bundu, sorry, Vasu Banley, can we say that in arhat, when he goes into nirvana, everything will shut down? Can we say that? In this school, dear.
In this school, yes.
No, you can't say that. He's not an arhat yet.
Oh.
You can't say arhat reached nirvana.
Oh.
Arhat is nirvana.
So there's no the last moment of I category of arhat.
Yeah, it's sloppy logic. It's a sloppy statement, in my opinion. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
He's not an arhat yet. You could say a guy who's about to be an arhat or something like that. Okay.
Mm.
All right. Please read this last line here.
Shenyang tete mayin batel kuntu le mik yin la miki kam mayin pa yang yurte dra chon be ta me mikur shesun meche.
Mikko.
Yeah, now the other guy, everybody in the audience, they said, where the hell did you get this example from? This is the weirdest example. Where'd you get this example from? And our author, Choni Nami, says, hey, don't blame me. You know, don't blame me. I got this from an old Indian book, okay? What's the old Indian book he got it from? I went and got it for it. There's two Kunle Tupas, okay? There's two Samuchayas. And this one is the Abhidharma Samuchaya. Okay, there's also a Pramana Samuchaya. Okay, about Adam's topic. Okay, but the Abhidharma Samuchaya, the collection of teachings on the Abhidharma, which was written by who? I'll give you a clue. Look at what category the Tengyur it's in.
Asanga.
Yeah, it's not even in the Abhidharma section of the Tengyur. It's in the mind only section of the Tengyur. It's got to be written by a Sangha. Okay, got it? It says, don't blame me for this stupid example. Okay, I got it out of Kuntu. Okay, so when you see Kuntu, by the way, there's actually more Kuntus, but how do you find out which Kuntu you're working with? How do you figure out which compendium? Because there's many compendiums.
Look up the quote.
Exactly. Mr. Kramer, you earned some money, but I'm not giving you, okay? So here, you can look for a piece, right? And, you know, I know we have some people watching from other countries. And I know that a lot of you are donating money to John Brady's project to save 300,000 books. And I just want to tell you, thank you. And this is how we use it, okay? We have a quotation. It's from a book called The Collection. There's like 1,000 collections, you know, and we got to go find out which one it is. How are we going to find out which one it is? We're going to go look for the quotation. That was Master Kramer's idea. So we're going to do a search for this quotation. Somebody tell me which part we should look for.
Last moment of the eye, something like that.
No. What's the principle for finding a quotation in 210,000 pages of books?
Find something
Use the most unique combination
Exactly.
of words.
Yeah. Look for the most weirdest collection of words. Okay. Don't look for yin, right? Why? I'll show you why it's cute. Okay. Here we go to the Gopher Search program. How do I get that down? I don't know how to do that. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, okay, let's look for yin, okay? in the Tengyur, okay, the ancient Indian books. So here's John
I take the
Brady's
whole
search
rest of
program.
the class.
Nah, come on, let's see how long it takes. Now, watch this section down at the bottom. I'll see if I can get it up farther. Watch this section down. Okay, how many are there?
We can't see that,
800
Geshe-la.
Oh, it's 863,178, okay? So if you have time to look through 1 million references, you can look for yin. Okay? But when you're looking for a quotation in John Brady's brilliant database, our suggestion is look for something weird. Okay, look for the weirdest part you can look for. So what's a weird part, you guys?
Tamamik. Tamamik.
I think Tame Mik is not so bad. I think Min Yin La Mik might be good. But let's try Mr. Kramer, okay? Tame Miko, right? Tame Miko. Let's try that. And don't forget, it could have been spelled wrong, okay? Here we go. And you guys watching from other countries, I know a lot of people from different countries are watching who support John Brady and support John Brady's project. And I just want to thank you, and I want to show you how we use it. So we're looking inside. Okay, look, I'm going to open it up to the Kangyur. We are looking inside of almost 500,000 pages. We are searching 500,000 pages, and we're trying to find our quotation, okay? And luckily, for 33 years, we input the data with the same spelling system, okay? Except what? Christina Kasaka. Hello? No. Except all the data from Mongolia for the last year or two is in a different system, and we cannot use our search system. So I suggest we at least do a data dump in the real system. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. We're searching 500,000 pages. There we go. Now look at the bottom. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Can you tighten your Gopher window a little bit so that we can see the bottom?
Okay. Let's see if I can
see it.
Or
Tengu,
results on it.
my only school.
Yeah. Where are we?
Abhidharma Samuchaya.
Yeah, we're in the Kuntu. We're in the Kuntu. Yay. Okay, so you guys who are sponsoring John Brady, keep going, keep doing it. Don't stop. It will take 150 years more. And we need help. Okay, we need help. Okay. So we found it. Okay, where did we find it? In the Chungumba Kuntu. Okay. Yay.
Yay.
Okay. So, and by the way, how long did it take? It took about 4 seconds or something, 5 seconds, because we input the data a special way. We don't use Excel, or we don't use a proprietary data system. Okay. Kuntule mikyenla mikikam mayimba yang yete. Okay. The compendium of Asanga says, what's it say? Stanley Bundu, mikyin.
I don't know. Sorry.
Something which is the eye. Okay. Something which is the eye, but la, which is not the mikikam.
Not the category of I.
Yeah, I can give you an example. Who's talking?
Asanga, Master Asanga.
Yeah, Asanga, so cool guy. He says, hey, I'll freak you guys out. I can give you an example of an eye, which is not a category of the eye. It exists, yete, it exists. Oh, we're like, oh yeah, tell me, what is it? Then what's his answer?
The eye of at the last moment.
Yeah, good. So who put this quotation in this book?
Was Bandu? No, Johnny Lama.
Yeah, Johnny Lama says, hey, don't blame me for this weird example. You want to complain? Write a letter to a Sangha. Okay, I just proved to you this weird example is from a Sangha. It's not from me. Okay. Okay. By the way, Stanley Bentley, Vasu Bentley. What's wrong with this little piece of sentence here? It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 words. Something terribly wrong here.
Oh, the meters are not right.
No, it's not poetry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So anybody for $0, it doesn't even do. Come on. What's wrong here? What's wrong with this phrase?
Should there be a genitive before me?
I'll say, okay, listen to me in English. The last moment of the I of an arhat.
Oh, same problem you just.
Yeah, it's the same problem we had.
Not an arhat.
Yeah, if he's an arhat, he's in nirvana. If he's in nirvana, his body already disappeared.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, so who made this mistake?
Johnny Lama?
A Sangha.
Okay, good.
And then Johnny Lama just repeated it. Okay, now I don't know. Maybe there's an exception for a guy who's about to enter nirvana. You can call him an almost arhat.
Oh, but Geshe, the Asanga doesn't believe in this book. Mine only doesn't believe arhat vanish. I mean, when
that's
you.
true. That's true. You could say that.
So maybe
Yeah,
they were just talking about the stained hip of, the stained hip.
it could be. You could say that. Okay? You can protect the Sangha. That's okay.
It's still incorrect to say last moment of an arhat if he's implying that the guy's not an arhat yet.
And by the way, that's the problem. That's the debate that the other schools say to the Abhidharma. What do they say about this idea of Bemrik Gyun Chepa, the discontinuation of your material body and the flow of your mind? What's the complaint? How do the other schools defeat the Abhidharma?
They say not all categories. Continue.
Nope.
They said then there can't be any arhats.
Yeah, where's the arhat? Okay.
Oh, right.
What kind of goal is that? You disappear. Thanks. Who's there to be called an arhat? Nobody. Well, then, but didn't Buddha talk about arhats? Yeah, but they don't exist, right? Why? They don't got body, they don't got mind. Okay, it's kind of weird. Okay, all right. Now another weird example, Stanley.
Shen Yang, Gene, Nam Ki, Mi, Gone.
Nghe.
Sugan, can you say that again? The signal is a little weak.
Go nghe.
Okay, go nghe. Nam Ki, Mi Ki, Kam Churchin. Mi Yin Batel, Mi Ki, Kam Yin Beche.
Good. Moreover, let's consider what? This is a weird example, okay? There's 4 kinds of birth. Who can tell me?
Womb, egg, miraculous, and warmth and moisture.
Yeah, 9. So which one we got here?
Egg.
Egg. Okay, gonga means egg. Okay, gonga means egg. Okay, so what about the eye of a being who's inside an egg? Okay, a chick about to hatch. Okay, a chick who's about to hatch. What about the eye in there? Okay, Mik Yimbata.
It should be.
You telling me that's an eye?
Yeah, it should be an eye. Oh, okay.
Why do you say that? Mickey come yin bitch.
because it's I category of I.
Yeah, now before we had an example of something that was the I, but not the category of the I, because it wasn't going to continue. Now we have the opposite example, something which is the category of the I because it's going to
Continue.
but it's not an I yet. Okay, the opposite example. By the way, Choni Lama's got a quotation here, which means what? Hey,
We've got
don't blame me for these wild examples, okay? I'm quoting a Sangha. If you don't like a Sangha, send him a letter via Maitreya's Paradise. Don't bother me, okay?
We're a couple minutes over,
We're over
Geshe-la.
time, Geshe Michael.
Ah, dang.
Blame
Okay.
Suga.
Okay, let's stop here. Stop here. 5:22.
Oh, we are at the best moment.
Yeah, now
Stopped.
poor Sugang is gonna wonder what's going on inside the egg for a couple more days. Okay.
Please leave them wanting.
What
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
in that cake?
Okay, and I went and found the quotation for you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. By the way, we make fun of the Abhidharma, but it is the foundation of all Buddhism. Okay. For 500 years, it was Buddhism. Everything the Buddha taught is in there. So pretty cool. All right, here we go.
Sashi Lokunanda Jupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kaniyatayami Gewadi Gewokun Sunan Yeshe Sososhin Sunan Dampa Kuni Jopashu.
Good job, Basu Bentley.
I got confused about who I am right now.
Yeah. Okay, I like Basu Bentley. But I have to get used to it. Okay.
Thank you, Geshe-la. That
What's
was
up
awesome.
next?
Mr. Word.